Hi, my name is Ashley Stark. The name of my product is the Puppy Party Box. I got the idea for my product because I think that having a subscription box that comes to your doorstep every month is a big trend going on right now. I'm actually subscribed to one. It's the AAA0 box, and it basically is just makeup products that come. I get 5, they're sample sized, and it's $10 a month. I know it's always going to come out of my bank account at the same time, and then I get this box and I can test out the products, see what I like and what I don't like, and then if I'm interested I can purchase it for full size. So that's kind of the idea I had. I really don't think that this would be a monthly subscription box because it is kind of only conveyed for like a special event or something like that. But people are more than welcome to do a subscription if they would like to, but I think that it would be like a once or twice a year thing. I just say that I got the idea from that because I kind of got a feel of what should be in a box, how big it should be, how I should market it, who like a target audience should be, things like that. So that's why I got that idea. In this box would be pretty much things that you would need for a party. So for a human or a pet, I would include party hats, a pre-made cake if you wanted it. It obviously would only be for the dog or cat or whatever pet you have. Or I would include cake mix so that if the person wanted to do it themselves, they're more than welcome to. A mold for a cake if they wanted to do it that way. Personalized treats and toys, things like that. Just anything that you can think of, I would try to include in this box so that the person would not have to go out and buy each item individually, and they could just have it come to their doorstep, and there it goes. I think that for starting off, especially with this being a box that is pretty much supposed to be a convenience factor to people, that I would only want to do it online. It would just be easier, and I would want to do it on my own website so that it was just cut and dry. I think eventually that it would be a good idea to have a store if I was successful enough, but a store of more of like souvenirs, so maybe a t-shirt that says Puppy Party Box on it, or toys or treats that have the name on it, anything like that. Just pretty much kind of like a souvenir type store, not a store that you could go and pick up the box unless you would rather pick it up than it be delivered. I would only want it available in the US for right now. I think that starting off I would want to try and make a profit in the US before I started doing it internationally, mainly because I know shipping and handling for international things are out of this world. So I would want to be more successful and have more money and be able to profit by doing it internationally, and also my name would be able to get out there more by just starting in the US and then people putting it out there. Also, I'm not 100% sure if this is already a company or something of the sort in other countries. I know that in the United States it's not a thing yet, but I would want to research that more because I wouldn't want the conflict or to have that sort of like butt heads with another company because they already have this and they are building their empire in another country, and then I come and take over. So I would definitely want to do a little bit of research before I branched off into another country. My target consumers would definitely obviously be people with pets. That would be probably the number one factor. And then I also said that families, because I have a huge family, but we still treat our pets like they are part of it, and they are probably more spoiled than anybody else. So I think that we're not the only ones that are like that. So I definitely would want to target all the families that I could. I say young couples, and I say that because I think that as a young couple, if you have a pet, that's pretty much your child because you don't have a child yet. So you are willing to go above and beyond for everything for them. And that might just be me, but I also think that I have a ton of friends like that, and I know so many people who are just like that just by walking down the street and seeing it. I just say young couples, but it could also be a couple who's older, who doesn't have kids, just has a pet, so anything like that. Bloggers with pets is on the list, and I say that because I follow a bunch of bloggers, and so I kind of get how they do it, how they work. Pretty much they have a company sponsor them if they are really interested in their product, so the company will send them things. They'll make a video and they'll tell you all about it, and that's in an effort for you to go and buy the product. and the company profits off of that. So that's what I would want to do. I'd kind of target them and like send them maybe a bag of treats for their pet and say like, hey, could you maybe make a video and shout us out on there, and then you will get this and this. And so I think that's a really good way to kind of an easy marketing tactic. The characteristics of a potential buyer, I think, are pretty coincide with how I am. Swayed by marketing very easily. I am very easily, if something is the color I like and has the right type of text on it, then I will 100% buy it even if I don't even need it. So I think that that is a really easy way to get these people, and that definitely is a characteristic that these people would have to have. Passionate about their pet, because you'd have to be pretty crazy about your pet to throw them a party, and I think that that is probably number one. So I think everybody that owns a pet, though, is very attached to them and would go above and beyond for them. I say a frequent user on social media. That kind of goes with the blogger thing, because I think that that would be our biggest marketing influence, is by going on social media and posting on there. So that would be someone who isn't really on social media wouldn't be more inclined to buy our product than someone who's scrolling through Instagram 4 times a day and keeps seeing it pop up and is like, oh, I need to buy this. That I think is definitely would be a plus for my target consumer. And that's why I also say up with current trends, because the subscription boxes and just online ordering in general is very trendy right now. So I think that someone who knows about that and knows the ins and outs of it is more likely to buy my product. Our potential market, like I said before, just the United States for now, until we kind of got our feet on the ground and understood what was wrong or what we were doing right or anything of that sort. So I would definitely want to do international eventually, but not right away. And just a fun fact I included is that 43.5 million Americans have pets, and I'm sure that a lot of them are pretty crazy about them and would love to throw them a party and have it kind of just sent to their doorstep. So the secondary marketing I looked up, and I found out that the type of category that my product would be in is the shopping product category. So basically it's a luxury item. Like, you're not going to go out every Sunday and buy a puppy party box. And that falls under consumer products. So it's not essential. It's not like a toothpaste. You're going to get it every 3 weeks or every month. You're going to probably only do it once or twice a year. So it falls under that category. And in this category, it's actually considered to have a psychological benefit when a consumer buys it, because it makes them think that their social status climbs. So pretty much when I go to the store and I get something, a shirt, and I think that it's great, and it makes me feel better about myself. So that's pretty much the products in this category fall into, and they just benefit the customer. People love to show off their pets and pamper their pets, so I think that's another reason why it's under this category, because it does just kind of make you feel good. So I think that it definitely is the right category for them. And another fun fact is that Americans spent $6.2 billion for luxury items for their pets in 2012. That included treats and grooming. And that number was kind of crazy to me, and also would be wonderful for my company, because that is a lot of money, and that's just on grooming and treats. So I can only imagine the kind of money that people would spend on a party for their dog.